You're watching Adorama TV.
Welcome to Adorama TV. This week we're talking about the Olympus PEN E-PL1. Now this camera came in and I have loved it ever since I got my hand on it. I've been shooting with it for about 2 weeks to try out all the features and it's really just blown me away. Now the Pen is really terrific because it not only shoots stills, but it also shoots full high definition video. So it shoots 720p, which is terrific. Now this has a lot of features that I love. First of all, it's a really small camera. You can see it's about the size of my hand. And it's very lightweight, so it'll fit right into your bag. It's great for travel photography or carrying around town, or just anytime you want a camera that's always with you. This camera is going to handle that really well. It comes standard in a kit with the body and the lens for about $550. The nice thing about this lens, it's a wide-angle lens. It's 14 to 42 millimeters. It comes locked in this position that's really, really small, so it'll fit into a bag. But when you're ready to start shooting, you just unlock it and you're ready to go. So you take off the lens cap and you've got a 14 to 42 millimeter lens. Now this camera has the ability to change lenses. So it's similar to an SLR in that you can take these lenses and get a telephoto lens or another wide angle lens, some smaller or larger lenses. And so it's really, really versatile. So this camera is built for beginning photographers as well as those photographers that know a little bit more about photography. One of the things that's really nice about this camera is it has this thing that Olympus calls the Live Guide. And the Live Guide allows people that are new to photography to make adjustments in real time to their pictures. And so let's say you're looking at a scene and you want it to be brighter. Well, you just go to the Live Guide and say, I want to make this brighter. And there's this little sliding scale that says, make it brighter or darker, or more color or less color, or I want to have the background out of focus or everything in focus. There's all kinds of different things that you can do with this. It also has a mode here called the scene mode, and so you can do different things like if you're shooting a portrait, it will help you to make sure the background is nice and out of focus, or it has some skin repair tools that are built in, so you take a picture and it'll soften the skin of a subject. It's got some black and white filters. It's got another mode that's the art dial, and so that'll give you some really, really nice looking photos that, you know, on a lot of cameras I've seen these like sepia filters and high contrast, black and white and things like that that don't really look great. But on this camera, I've been playing with them a lot because they look fantastic. In fact, you can see some of the pictures I've shot just around the office and around town while I've had this camera. And you can see that the art filters really add a pop to the photos that you'll take. Now, in addition to all the auto modes and the really neat art filters that you get in this camera, it also has the standard modes that more advanced photographers are used to. So it has program mode, aperture priority mode, shutter priority mode, and also full manual mode. So those people that really want to control their exposure, you can do that with this camera. You can set your shutter speed and aperture value independently, so you can really lock down what you're doing. Now this camera shoots to a standard SD card, and so it's really easy to get the photos from here to your laptop or your computer to edit and do some things after in post-production. Well, that's the Olympus PEN E-PL1. I highly recommend it. It's a little camera that I've fallen in love with. Well, for more information about photography, for tips and techniques to learn how to be a better photographer, visit the Adorama Learning Center. And remember, if you have a question about photography or any kind of photography-related gear, you can send those to me at askmark@adorama.com. Well, I'll see you next week.
This episode is brought to you by Adorama TV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.